Hey everyone, how are you doing this evening? Welcome to Camppatton Family Compound. It is time for Friday night on the Homestead, and tonight's topic is, should I collect rainwater? Well, since we're talking about rainwater, I got out my old hat with the rain cover on it, so I'm protected from the rain now, and we can collect some rainwater. All righty, let's see who else here first. Let's go back up over here. Oh, Garden State Gardener. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Super chat. Or super sticker. No, super chat. All righty. Let's go back up to the top here. And first one in was Walt Rogers, bragging about his ranch up in northern Idaho. I so wish I had half his property. A quarter of his property. Oh, yeah. Anyways, then Troop 1351 renewed their thing. Their card didn't auto-renew, so they had to do it manually again, I guess. Phelan Clan Wolf is here. Howie at Food Forest Permaculture is in the house. And let's see what else we got here. Oh, hang on. Happy Earth Day, everybody. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, the big event for Earth Day is in California, in Martinez, California, where my wife is at, where my former scout troop is at, my former ham radio club, the Martinez Amateur Radio Club, and the Martinez CERT program I set up. And they will all be there at the John Muir House off of Alhambra Avenue and Highway 4 for the festivities tomorrow. So if you happen to be in the San Francisco Bay Area, you may want to head on over there. It opens at 9 o'clock in the morning. And they got hundreds of booths there and all sorts of cool things. And they'll even have the Martinez Beaver Foundation there. Basically, there's several beavers in the Alhambra Creek, and they look after them. All righty. Now that I got that out of the way, let's continue on. Cruising is fun anytime he's in the house. Creative Redundancy is here. Make sure I don't miss anybody. Keith Cronk is here. Kaylin Strain is in the house. All right, Ramadan is ended, celebrated today. All right, cool. Garden State Gardener's here, obviously. Oh, he's Ubering, so he can't say much. But thank you again for the super chat. Get caught up here now. King Poopa is here. Dustin from Wide Family Farm. And all right, I think that's it. Yeah, I got it. I'm caught up there. All right, everybody, since we're talking about water, remember, stay hydrated. And we got snow here last night. And it never built up on the street, the driveway, or the walkway. Built up on the grass where it had all melted, and so it's it built up on the grass, on the walkway lights and everything else for about an hour. Then the snow turned to rain, and it's all gone, and it's all soaked in. All righty, so let's talk about collecting rainwater, and is it something you should do? Along with this, I'm trying to think of the proper way of doing it, saying it. There's a saying, it's better to ask forgiveness than permission. All right, and we'll talk about that a little as we go in. But, guys, that is some underground water collection system. And there's the pipe coming off all the gutters of the house. That is a nice little system there. All righty. So let me get over here. There we go. Let's take a look at a few things here. Oh, okay. Just a reminder, those that are in part of the weight loss challenge, day after tomorrow, get your numbers into your team captains. And Laura's here. Hedgehog's Homestead and Moon Over Miami made it in, and Courtney's here. Alrighty. This is probably one of the simplest systems you can set up. You can buy these adapters to put in your downspout, and just you flip it up, the water goes down and out, you fold it down, and it diverts most of the water into your catch system, whether it's one of these old wine barrels or whiskey barrels or a plastic one or whatever. There's someone using a big plastic tub. And one of the things to consider doing one of these, you really should have a screen unit on top of it to keep all the debris out of the water, especially if you're pumping, have a little pump and you're pumping the water through a garden hose and you're trying to water with it. Thank you, Keith. Thank you very much, everyone. Remember, hit the thumbs up button and share it out. Oh, I didn't put any banners up. Well, let's see. I'll just put up this one here right now. All right. You can find images for all sorts of systems out there. Some they run it down into a filter system, into a main tank. They have an overflow, which is sort of like a well. Basically, it's a big old bottomless tank that's sitting in the ground with rock in it. So that when your other tank fills up, the excess goes in, just soaks down into aquifer. Okay, and some of these people use it for gardening, of course, washing the car, washing clothes, toilet flushing, different things like that. Some get some really nice, fancy, expensive stainless steel tanks to catch theirs in. Others get innovative and use 55-gallon barrels. What's innovative about this is they turn the barrels all upside down, and the 2-inch bung holes they have there underneath the framework, you see the white pipe there, they have it all plumbed together that way. And then it fills up, and I'm not sure how, I think it's got some vent holes in it, but it fills up so far that it overflows out this pipe here on the left. Some other ones where they hide it from the people out front, that they just have a couple barrels, stack it up there, plumb it together. This is all right. I have a problem with a couple of these designs. We're going to talk about the good stuff first. So it comes off the roof, it has a downspout, comes on the downspout, has a little device here that has a screen on top. So any debris like leaves and sticks or whatever washes off, and it goes down inside. It has a second screen, smaller screen inside to keep mosquitoes and stuff from getting into the tank. In the tank, it has this little J on the bottom here, so the water comes in, it shoots back up, so it doesn't stir up any sediment that makes it in past that fine screen, which if they had a fine screen on top, it wouldn't be making it in there anyways. Being a finer screen here and a bigger screen on top, you're going to get, if you have the asphalt shingles, you're going to catch crud there at that point right above this where that mosquito screen is, and that's going to plug up. I do not like these slow drip valve things because you need a big enough thing to catch your first flush off the roof after summer, so that all the oils that have leached out of the shingles and stuff, and any of the chemicals in the air that have collected on your roof, you want to make sure that's going to get totally washed out, whatever, and not go into your storage tank system. This small little device here isn't going to do that job for you. It's going to catch a little bit of stuff, and most of it's going to go into storage system. Here's a little bit better one, a bigger one, And here's one of those little things you can get. I still don't like these per se. I'd rather see screens up on top of the gutters to keep the. And this thing here at the bottom, it has that one of those little drip things on it, which I don't like. I'd rather see a ball valve down there, so you can just go out there, turn the ball valve, let the first rain all wash out and away, and nothing gets in. Because if it's a heavy rain, it's going to fill up, and all the oils and stuff that are in here are going to go right on into your tank. So this one at least has 3 of those, but they got, screw-in caps. Problem with those screw caps down at the bottom there. If you have any sediment coming down off the roof, it's going to, as it washes out, and it may not all wash out, it may get caught in the threads. And then you got to bring a hose around and wash out the threads. Let's see, Mary Beth Smith is here. Star Homestead India's come in. Tibor is here. Who else did I miss? Scrolling back up here. Sorry, I switched it over here and I forgot to. Suburban Hillbillies here. And anybody I missed? Hi. All right, so with a system like this, you're going to catch stuff in here, and most of your sediment's going to go in the first one, and your leaves and stuff are going to flow up and over, and oils are going to flow up over into the other ones, and then you can get rid of it. And someone goes, well, my shingle roof here is like 10 years old, but it's not going to get any stuff out of it. Oh, trust me. The one that we finally just replaced on the house in California was 25 years old. And it was still the first rain. I mean, there was still oil coming out of those the asphalt shingles. So yeah, it will always leach some oil out of it. All right, next one here. Oh, back up that. So what they did with the IBC totes here, they wrapped the totes with some black visqueen or black plastic. Problem is, I've seen people do that after several years, unless those are totally in the shade themselves, the plastic breaks down. I found that it's if you can have one out there, it's better just to go ahead, pop the 2 bars off the top, pull the plastic out, and paint it. Put a couple coats of paint on it, drop it back in, and just like a regular house paint, exterior paint. Paint it with a couple coats, and then you're good. Okay, this is where it gets really confusing, folks. All right, this one here, you're looking at this, it's like, oh, 100% legal to store and use water in any place that's green without filing for water rights. And then it says restricted legally, but still able to use and store water. Not quite true. Because if we look at another one here, legal with some restrictions, legal, encouraged. And here's what some even screwed up on this. This one here says it's legal with restrictions in Texas. Oh, wait a minute. Texas has regulations that pass incentives to make people do it. So, and of course, then Colorado here is very limited. I mean, you want to talk about, anyways. And what's weird is they say state regulations for California. Last I heard, California got rid of all state regulations on storing water on residential property. So yeah, so you got each map, and each one you look up tells a different story. So you can either A, go looking for trouble and start asking around, or B, do like a couple of those did and hide it. So no one sees it and no one knows what you're doing. It's like, I didn't know there were any restrictions. I checked online. They said there was no restrictions for the state. So now if you do something big like this here, people are going to know about it. Now, the thing is, though, something like this, you don't actually have to use it all for rainwater. You can actually use one of these for storing tap water and have it plumbed up separate. But let me get this up here now. And where'd it go? There, it jumped on me. There we go. Our county says no. And see, that's where you start you find out who voted for it on the county supervisors, whatever, and you get a recall thing going against them. And yeah, because they're just trying to collect money where they have no business collecting money for permits and stuff. Anyways, there is the link if anyone wants to come up here. You know, Star, Dustin, Courtney, CR. You guys know who you are. They might want to come up here. And we can discuss it more up here. Let me go over and change the pinned message. There we go. Now it's pinned up there at the top. Oh, and just to let everybody know, I know Troop 1351 had to manually resubmit for channel membership. I don't know if it's you know, they said their card didn't automatically renew, so I have a feeling that it's the platform that's not functioning right. So if many of you are missing your little icons next to your name, that's, you know, you're no longer a channel member because, you know, it didn't go through, whatever. All right, Courtney's coming up. Howie's probably going to come up too. I don't know. But yeah, there's yeah, and I've been noticing a lot of games going on. I mentioned this last night over on Gray Man Prepping. I have noticed though, on as far as the platform goes with my channel, that there I go in and I check the analytics on some of the videos when I see it, the stuff dropping off and why it's not being pushed out there. If anybody goes and watches a video and all they do is they whether it's a live stream or another one, they go in, click the thumbs up, do a comment, and leave, it actually hurts the channel, and it really hurts that video being pushed out, because the AI says that, oh, they may have clicked thumbs up, but they didn't like it. They left right away. And especially on live streams, going back in and clicking, you know, great, blah, blah, whatever, and then leaving and not staying and watching at least a third of it, it just, you know, stops it being pushed out. So if you're, you know, so basically, if you're going to go back and do something, watch a bunch of it. Don't just go in and out, because if you go in and out, it just hurts my channel. I know you're trying to do good, but you know, that's what's going on. All right. Speaking of doing some good here, let's go ahead and drop that down. Hide that, drop that down. And I need to stop sharing. And then I need to present so I can get the sound here going. Entire screen share. And bring up the wheel. And I've updated the wheel. I did catch that Troop 1351 redid today. All right, Suzanne, hang on. Let me get Suzanne in there. Suzanne just joined back again. So SUSEANNE GOULET. All righty, so Suzanne's in there. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna shuffle this a little bit. I'm going to give anybody, if anybody's trying to get back in real quick, I'm going to get it. I'll give you a second here. I'm going to shuffle it up here. All righty. Yeah, Star dropped off this the last couple days. His name dropped off out of there. All righty. Now, one of the things that I've talked about my wife, and actually, let me switch this around for a minute here. And there's Corky.
Hey.
My wife is still in California under the dictatorial regime of the Great Nuisance, and I froze. AKA Gay Van Nuisance, and they have been hard. People that have for the last several years been trying to cut back water. Others that haven't have been splurging water anyways. They came out. Gay Van Nuisance last year came out with a state regulation to everyone must reduce by 20%, or they must charge extra. Well, wait a minute. What about those that have been reducing? Don't care. Everybody's got to do it. So, Coors put out an old can with John Wayne on it. So Bud Light put out on it, and Coors put out "Hey Pilgrim" on it. Hey Dave, how's it going? All righty. Okay, so let's go ahead and give away a $5 Amazon gift card here.
Woo-hoo.
And let's see what happens here. Alicia. Is Alicia here? I don't know. Did Alicia come in? I haven't seen Alicia. I'm not sure. Let me check. Let me do some checking here. Nope. Everyone's saying nope. Okay.
No, I haven't seen her in here at all.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm just kind of wondering. Yeah, just checking stuff here. All righty. All right. Give her a couple seconds just in case, because I remember, who was it? It was Green Granny was lurking, hadn't even made a comment. Wait, I'm here. He's like, yeah. So I'm gonna give her a couple of seconds here to come up here. And we will see if she's here. I'm going to check some other stuff here. All right. Time's about up here. All right. Yeah, there's several that aren't here. So I'm going to drop off, and we're going to try it again. Hey, like I said, this is my my rain hat from back when I worked for the sheriff's department. I know, Garden Girl. Steph, are you here? I haven't seen Steph either.
I haven't either.
Oh, boy. Well, while we're waiting to see if she pops up, tomorrow at 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time, you can figure out in between. On Gray Man Prepping, I'm doing a premiere for prepping for beginners, but it actually is something everybody should check out. It's on how to do a budget, and it's going to be about a half-hour video, and it's already loaded up, ready to go. So that's tomorrow at 5:30 Eastern.
Awesome.
And I don't see her popping up here. Nope. Everyone's saying nope. Okay.
I will try and be there. I can't guarantee anything.
Yeah. All right. Let's try again. She's not here. So spin it again. Oh, I should have shuffled. Janet, Homestead, where you are? I don't think I've seen. Let me see if see if she's in here. Let's see if Janet's in here. Nope, I'm not getting her. Give her a couple seconds here, just in case. Okay. All right. I missed that when I was looking away. So tomorrow is Charles's birthday. He's having an Earth Day birthday. Don't let him run around in his birthday suit for Earth Day, Dave. He's going to be 12. Cool. Well, I guess he's outgrown the running around naked as a little boy thing. All righty, so Janet's not here. Let's shuffle. Oh, is it? It's going to be close. Kaylin! And Kaylin is here. She's making comments. Okay, so wait a minute. Let me get my notepad up here. And where did I put my pen? There it is. All right, today is the 21st. Come on, right, there we go. C 4-21-23. First wheel, Kaylin. All right. Okay, and we'll drop that down and we'll carry on. We'll just kind of drop that down and come back to here.
Yay.
Okay. All right. I got to switch hats. Ow. Ugh. Ouch. My head has grown a little bit since I wore this, since I bought this 30 years ago. This is a 7 and an 8, and it should be a 7 1/4 now. It's just a little snug on it.
I've been outside most of the day, and then all of a sudden it started pouring down rain, and the temperature dropped like 10 degrees. So it's been cold.
We were just the opposite. It was snowed, then it rained, then the sun came out, dried everything up, and the temperature actually, relative, this is relative, got up to 48. When it was at 10 o'clock this morning, it was at 37. So. All righty, but my mom used to have 5-gallon bucket. She'd catch water as it dripped off her back porch. No gutter on it there. She just put the buckets out there and collect water and stuff. And
our county, technically, we're not allowed to.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, that's something someone there needs to check into. Find out if those people that on the on the supervisors or whatever it's called or commissioners for your county, if they're still in office, start raising hell with them and start a recall campaign to get them out. Because if they're still there and all of a sudden a recall campaign comes out against them, they may suddenly backpedal to get rid of that, to get rid of the reason for the recall.
Yeah,
and if they're not there, go to the current one saying, hey, these idiots, past this is our water hitting our land.
Yeah, I don't understand what the logic behind it is.
Money.
Why.
I bet if you go down and ask us, we can give you a permit to capture, to collect rainwater.
That's horrible. Why would I pay money to collect rainwater on my own property?
Yeah. But so it's just, to me, collecting rainwater is common sense. And what's funny is you get somebody saying, well, you're taking away from the aquifer. No, we're guaranteeing it goes in the aquifer because we use it here and it soaks down in. It doesn't run off, hits a gutter, and run on out to sea.
Yeah, because we'll still be using the water. Use it for plants or whatever. So it's still going in the ground.
Yeah. And that's one of the BS, and it's totally BS excuses. If you collected, the water's not going into the aquifer. We need it to go into the aquifer. It's like, no. If we collect it, it is going in the aquifer. It's not running out into the gutter, into the street, where it picks up all the oil from the street, and you guys ship it right on down out to the river and on down where it doesn't get into the aquifer at all.
Yeah.
CP is in the house. Woohoo! But yeah, it's like here, now that I got gutters on here, it's the gutters on one side of the shop, the gutters on the shop is an all metal roof. So the first little, actually, it's been getting washed off constantly right now. So I can start, as soon as I know there's not going to be a freeze, I can start collecting water. And not that I really need it here right now, but when my wife gets up here and plants the blueberries, and I think it's azaleas need to have acidic soil water, and something else she has that needs acidic water and stuff. Then she'll have all the water she needs for all summer long off the rainwater. My neighbor across the street, Curtis, he has a couple IBC totes. No, he has 55-gallon barrels. He was asking me where he could get the IBC totes. He's going to get IBC totes because he grows blueberries too. And the soil here is so alkali, you need to have the pure water to, so because the water here is very alkali as well. Trying to keep an eye on the side chat here.
Yeah, I don't understand this logic behind the water thing, but we kind of have a plan, so and we have IBC totes, so
and the thing is, though, like the IBC totes, some people are, if you get the clear opaque ones, it'll grow algae and stuff. Yeah, probably if it's out in the sun.
Yeah.
And those silver tarps those silver tarps from Harbor Freight block the sun pretty good.
Yeah. Well, ours can't be out in the sun because if they get an aerial view.
Yeah.
So.
Well, see, that's also the thing is, like if you put like a green tarp over it, they're just it can be out there just with a green tarp over it. They're like, agricultural tarp covering something up, But yeah. Busy toes, what I'm hearing. What is it? Oh,
thanks, Tibor.
Well, I've been talking about Curtis forever. In fact, I even had on one of the videos back several years ago. His son brought. Curtis has a bigger tractor than what I have. And he has a 2-bottom plow for it. Whereas Laura has a 3-bottom plow to put behind Miss Mabel. And they went out there and just his one son, who's now actually I think he's 17 still, was out there disced it all on a disc that he turned it with the 2-bottom plow, and then he ran the disc over it before I had a disc, and that really leveled out it out there really good a lot, and made it easier for me to go out there and brush hog and then keep down the weeds and everything else.
Yeah.
And exactly. And one of the things you could check on, sometimes people give away those Rubbermaid garden sheds because, it's not like, we don't want one of these. We want to get one of those nice, fancy, tough sheds. And they give it away, or they sell it dirt cheap. You just got to go disassemble it, pack it over. If you have one, if they're giving away a decent sized one, you can put 4 of those IBC totes in there, and they'll never see it. It's a garden shed.
Yeah, we need a new roof really bad, Huga, and we had that issue.
Yeah.
With hail, and then the insurance denied us. We were very, very upset.
Yeah, we could have when we replaced the roof on the house in California, because the roof actually leaked, and there was some damage and mold damage inside we had to take care of. We could have submitted a claim for it, but in California, even if you ask questions, they jack up your rates.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, and they go, oh well, we do it because evidently there's something that we need to know about.
Yeah.
And there's something wrong, so we need to take preventative measures. And if you do have a problem, then sometimes they drop you on the first after the first. Yeah, and my wife said, well, we would rather just save it for a real big emergency, and like the house burning down or something like that.
Yeah, something major. Yeah, it did suck, Kaylin, because I even told them to come out again and inspect because the neighbors had a new roof put on, and I'm like, well, if they had a new roof, why didn't we get one? We were literally next to each other.
Yeah.
And they came out again and looked again.
And they said
denied us again.
Did they say why they denied you?
No. Well, I can't really remember now because that was a few years ago. I can't remember what they said, but I was
my husband. They might have said, well, it's not damaged enough.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
So it was very frustrating because you could clearly see the damage on the windowsills and, stuff like that. So it was, yeah. And it was like, seriously, it was golf ball size hail that came down.
Yeah. Yeah. Right now my wife, so we got new roof, we got a new roof put on and gutters put on. And from the gutters where it comes down, she's been putting you can get those 42-gallon trash cans from Home Depot, Ace Hardware and stuff. And so she got some of those. I had a couple the big 55-gallon Rubbermaid trash cans, and she's been using those. And I keep asking her, do you want me to bring an IBC tote back when I come back? Mm-hmm. I can bring one back. And we can, actually I can bring 2 or 3 of them back, and we can really collect all winter long. And that way you have, 600-700 gallons of water, to water the garden with. And this year she's saying she's probably not going to plant much of a garden because of all the crap going on.
Yeah.
And there's political crap going on there, and then there's other stuff going on. And and she's just busy. I mean, at work, she is so friggin' busy right now.
Does she do anything with taxes? Or no?
Sort of.
Oh,
all right.
She's busy right now.
She's an accountant for a property management company. Big company, management company. The headquarters is in Chicago. and they have an office here in Contra Costa County. They have an office in Las Vegas. They have an office in San Diego. They have an office up in Seattle. But the Seattle, and they also have an office in Beverly Hills. The Beverly Hills and Seattle offices don't have any accountants in it. They just have property managers there. And so the Concord office in Contra Costa County there handles all the accounting for the entire West Coast, including San Diego, Beverly Hills, and on up. And they picked up, and they also took half the accounts from Las Vegas, and then Chicago was going to offload some of their accounting to California. So they go, oh, wait a minute, we can hire accountants here cheaper than we can in California. So they kept that paperwork there and just hired a couple more accountants. But so far in the last 2 years, she's picked up 5 new accounts.
Oh wow!
And that's on top of the 6 other accounts she has. And sometimes, just the way paperwork is, she's in there for a week going, I'm bored. Why can't the managers get off their ass and get some stuff done? So
she's waiting on other stuff so she can process it. So she's waiting on other people.
Yeah, and then at the last minute, they all send everything in all at once because they all realize what idiots they are. And they weren't sending it in. They were being lazy. And she's been documenting this for years. And she's actually talked to the boss. This is what the one's doing. This is what's going on up there. The accounting is all screwed up because he's not doing his job. He caught wind of it and he left. And then they found out he'd been lying on stuff and faking invoices.
Oh, wow.
They almost lost the account. The only reason they didn't lose the account is the senior president of the company knew my wife from years back when she first started with the company, when she fixed the problem for them before this other guy was up there as the property manager. And he loves my wife. Froze. He actually offered her one time. He goes, hey, how would you like to come to work for us and set up our own accounting here? Mm. She didn't want to go up to Seattle. But but anyways, yes, she's so busy with that, she's not doing the garden, so she's not worried about collecting water right now.
Yeah.
She's just doing very little stuff out there. So looking back at the side chat here. Move the antenna around. I have an antenna up on the roof I haven't taken down. My TV is Amazon Prime and Roku and Tubi.
Yeah.
Oh, and DVDs. Plenty of DVDs for the grandkids. Star, we're not going to, it's not actually Hollywood, somewhere else down there in Southern California, and we're not going there. Yeah. But yeah, he's old enough to be her dad. Yeah. And last year he gave her a $5,000 bonus.
Wow.
Yeah. It was like, whoa. Just because he knows she straightens a lot of the crap out for them.
Yeah, really.
But yeah, the water collection. Actually, the only thing that might work for you guys where they can't see it at all, Courtney, is check around for used septic tanks, because they got to steam pressure wash them out before they can sell them, so they're clean.
Yeah.
Relatively. You just like this behind me. You bury several of them, and then you pump from the last one. You just drop in a little pump. It can be a solar powered 12-volt sump pump,
Yeah.
and hook the garden hose up to it and just.
Yeah, we have an outbuilding that I think we're gonna put the IBC totes in and then collect it from the gutters and just do it all from the inside of the outbuilding. So
Right.
I think that's what we're gonna do. And it's right next to the garden, so it'll work out good.
Is the outbuilding at a lower elevation than the house?
Yes.
Okay. Then you could, how much lower?
I have no idea. I just know it is lower.
About 4 feet, 5 feet?
It could be. I don't think it's that much, but yeah.
Well, what I was saying is you could, on your downspouts, you could just like plumb some 2-inch pipe down over to it from the house.
Yeah.
Up the downspout. That way that water just goes underground over there and just fills up the tanks down there.
Yeah, we have gutters on these outbuildings, so yeah. I think
you probably get more rain than we do in California there.
Yeah, we get tons of rain here. It's like
okay, yeah.
Yeah, they say it's like Seattle, Washington here as far as the rain and everything.
Oh, Tibor says, check again. You might be good for collecting for the garden.
Oh, okay.
So you know, so it's like, hey, and that's the thing. You can just flat. All right. I am not advocating being dishonest or anything, but some people might just flat out lie to the county people. Say, well, somebody down there, we asked, and someone said, yeah, for gardens, yeah, you can collect for gardens. Yeah. Now, I'm not advocating any lying or any dishonesty. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's a shrubbery. It's a shrubbery.
It didn't rain all day here, Tibor. It rained it was beautiful all day, and then around 4 o'clock, the temperature dropped about 10 degrees, and we got a thunderstorm, and it rained, and I think it's still raining since 4 o'clock. So.
I don't know who that is. Sorry, dude. I'm not letting you up here. And not you dancing like that. I'm expecting that stuff. So let me see what I got here. I'm going to kick from studio. Kick guest. Boom. He's gone.
He was dancing?
Yeah, he's out there dancing, and he had his camera set up vertically, and I could just see him do something stupid. So and he probably had music playing. So no. And he's not a subscriber because he hasn't been commenting in the side chat here.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it was beautiful here today for half the day, Tibor, and then all of a sudden it started pouring. We were actually out in the garden for like half the day doing the work that we needed to do.
Yeah. Oh. Time flew. All right. We got another $5 Amazon gift card to give away.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Let's shuffle it again. And give away another $5 Amazon gift card. I don't think I've seen Janice in here.
Mm-mm.
Let me double check over here and see what I can. Where to begin? Nope, just you. Okay. Oh, I'll give her 30 seconds or so. Yes, CB's out there dancing to the music. Yeah. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, the weather here is, we have some snow coming in here. Tomorrow's clear, and I have to look at it again. But let's go ahead and give this a spin.
Haven't seen Chipper in a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen Chipper either. In fact, hey, Tibor, was Chipper even on Steve's Monday morning? Yeah, try that. There she go. She's going again. Oh, Walt. All right. Is Walt here? I think Walt's here. He was here earlier. Not sure if Walt's still here. Give Walt a minute or two here to see if he's here. Remember, Walt, type it in. And we'll see what's going on here. Yeah. Yeah, Walt was here. I'm not sure if he's here. Let me double check, see if he's here. All right, says he's here. Is he out pooping again? The last time he did that, he said he was out pooping. There he is. He's here.
Yay! He came back from pooping.
All righty. Okay, so let me go ahead and take that down, since that's all of those. And let me throw back up my weather. So my weather here, tomorrow is nice and clear enough. I'm heading into Idaho Falls, hit Sam's Club and Sam's, Harbor Freight, and Walmart. And then Monday we're getting rain. Tuesday we're getting rain, and then clearing Tuesday night. And it's partly cloudy. Everything's, the low here is 34 after the rain stops. So yeah, we're above freezing, going through here. So we're going to have some decent weather.
Cool.
But no freezing, no snow, which means all I need to do is put a small fire in the wood burning stove at night. Today, actually, when it was so cold this morning with the snow and stuff, I actually had to do a small fire this morning. And then, all right, see you later, Dave. Oh, all right. So Dave has a review over there on his channel for a knife. So weather-wise here, it's still ain't able to do anything in the garden. I might be able to tomorrow the tractor and push a little dirt around and stuff. Maybe if it's dried up enough, if it didn't get too muddy from this rain. But yeah, it's going to be, looking at it, it's going to be probably, if it rains like it looks like it's saying 50% chance of rain, 70% chance of rain, it's probably going to be next Friday or Saturday before I can get out there with the tractor again.
Yikes.
But unless it really soaks in really fast and goes gone and it dries out quickly, which sometimes it does, But, rain, yeah. So as far as my rain goes, I'm not going to be collecting any water until the staff sergeant is here, or at least until she plants the blueberries where she wants the blueberries at. Then I'll have to collect rainwater so they don't die. Because ain't nothing she planting here I'm going to let die. I like living.
Hey, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn, how's it going?
Oh,
CB was freezing all weekend. Oh, coming up. She has freezing all weekend coming up. Okay.
That sucks.
Yeah. So anybody that missed it, let me see if I can throw this back up here. I'll throw out some of these ones here. Nice, a semi-nice system. It comes all down in here, and it's got 3 things for collecting it. I would have put ball valves on the bottom personally. Yeah. I found some decent prices on ball valves on Amazon, believe it or not. And that way you get a good flush out of it and everything else. Wrapping it in visqueen, that'll last 2, maybe 3 years before the plastic starts. You can see the sun hitting this one here. So this is the side that's going to break loose, maybe a little on the top there too. The visqueen is not sunlight resistant. I would paint them. I would paint them.
Use the billboard plastic to cover.
Let's see here.
My husband said billboard plastic works.
Like the vinyl they use on
the vinyl that they use.
Okay.
Yeah. Rather than that, and it won't break down the UV.
Yeah. And some of these here are, oops. You can set it up behind the thing. That's the problem with these bright blue tanks. They catch your eye, and to me, it's like, go get yourself some nice brown paint from Home Depot, some mixed max paints, or if you happen to have, like we have in California, they have at the sewer treatment plant, they have a recycling center. People bring paint in all the time, drop it off. I've gotten a lot of paint. In fact, for a haunted house, I'd go down there for about 3 minutes before, picking up all the dark colors I can, get a big 5-gallon bucket and just make a dark, muddish, blackish mud colored paint to paint all the walls of the haunted house.
Yeah. Oh, Huga, I'm so sorry.
Oh, no.
I am so sorry.
The only thing I can say is hopefully it wasn't painful and suffering, and it was, fairly, simple, quick.
I'm so sorry to hear that. That's horrible.
Now, some of these green ones here, they blend in a little bit better, and the brown wooden ones, the problem with, come on, trying to get it adjusted. It's not going to move around. I'm not on the internet. It's on the thing. The problem with these wooden ones is that they will rot out, but with if the water's kept in them, they'll last longer than you think. But if they dry out, then if during the summer you run out of water, the staves, the pieces of the barrel, the staves shrink, and sometimes they can fall apart.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. I do have some other stuff here. It's let me grab the spreadsheet, bring it up here, get the right spreadsheet up. All right. So Monday here for the Monday Fireside Chat, we're going to talk about different flowers to plant in your garden. And among those flowers, probably be like sunflowers.
I'll try to be there for that because I really like that topic. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah. So sunflowers, nasturtiums, marigolds. There's a lot of beneficial flowers to plant in your garden, and we're talking about that on Tuesday on Gray Man Prepping. We're going to talk, because I've been getting a lot of questions about what is an IBC tote, what does it mean, everything about it. So we're going to talk about IBC totes, about the size. I mean, just some general information. We'll start it off general information. Of course, we're also going to hit up the weight loss challenge. Those here that are on the weight loss challenge, get your numbers in. Day after tomorrow, that's Sunday our time, whatever day, if it's Monday your time, whatever it is, but get it in on to your team captain so that we can go over the weight loss challenge. And then we'll talk about IBC totes, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Next Friday here, well water without power is the topic. Okay. And so that's what's coming up here in the next week. Courtney goes live Sunday at 11 Eastern.
Oh, no, I'm doing 10 o'clock now. 10
o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
Moved it up since
it's right after Garden State Gardener.
Okay, right after Garden State Gardener. Okay, so Garden State Gardener. Joe's in the side chat here, bouncing in and out. Joe's here from 7 to 9. Eastern time. Courtney's on at 10 on Sundays. Then Courtney's on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Thursday morning at 10 a.m. Friday at noon, all Eastern times.
Yep. Thank you.
Kaylin also has on Sunday her MRE review. And I'm not sure if anybody else has a scheduled set time for live streams, and CR pops up now and then, surprisingly. And Howie usually pops up in the morning. Just pops up with stuff. And Howie should be doing something tomorrow, being Earth Day.
I think
food, forest,
I did
permaculture.
talk to him already, and he said he was going to do his 24-hour thing.
Okay, so that's what's going on tomorrow. And then also tomorrow over on for my Gray Man prepping, I have a let's see if I pop this up here real quick here.
Yeah, 10 is better. That's why I moved it up. 11 was getting too late for me. My schedule is changing because my son is going to school, and I have to wake up super early to take him. So I'm moving up all of my hours, and then I have some daytime stuff going on as well. So look for that, and I think I'm going to post it on my page as well in the community tab, so people know what's going on, so they're not lost. So.
And this is what's the premiere for Gray Man Prepping is setting up a budget, and so I've got some good information there. I've got a super duper power spreadsheet that I will be giving away to anybody that wants it, and I'll show you how to use it. And so that's what's coming up there tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Mm-hmm.
So adjust that for your time zone. It's already out there, so you can go to it. And actually, here is the link if you want to go in there and click on the notify me so you get an email on it.
I might just be listening. I'm sorry. I have to shred cabbage with my mom.
That's fine.
So.
All right. See you later, CR. Now, just not any specific dates. These are some topics of stuff coming up here. What are your favorite books? Securing your home's doors. Grow what you eat what you grow. What new foods are you learning to cook? What age has made me realize about prepping? How do you relax your mental health? What are your favorite movies? Let's see, raised planter beds, food source recon, dealing with dirt and allergies. What are your favorite TV shows? Home fabrication. Vile things tend to survive. That's a Gray Man prepping one. What new ways are you learning to cook? What new ways are you learning to cook? Not just what new foods, what new ways is a different one coming up here.
I'll tell you what, the cast iron thing is totally new for me, but I'm having fun doing it, and I love seasoning the pans, and I like the way the stuff tastes, so that's completely 100% new to me, but it's so much fun.
Oh, I when my wife and I first got married, she was iron deficient, and I was trying to get her to use all my the guy's back and he's topless.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, so banned from studio.
The guy's trying to come up on Gil's panel.
Kick from studio, kick guest, boom, he's gone. And
pants on.
Yeah. So we started. So I had a bunch of cast iron that I inherited, and she had some cast iron her grandmother gave her, but she didn't want to use it till her doctor told her start cooking in that cast iron. You're iron deficient.
Yeah, it's probably good for all women to do that.
Yeah. And yeah, so I have a whole assortment of different size Dutch ovens. I have that 20-inch, 3-inch deep cast iron Cajun skillet.
Nice.
I just love cast iron. But I'm learning to cook with crock pots and slow cookers.
Oh, cool.
My wife's always done that, so I've been experimenting with chilies and stuff.
Being by yourself too, it's probably so much easier. You just throw it in the crock pot, and then it's ready for you for lunch or supper. So
yeah, I do. There's some stuff that we had received as gifts that we never use, and it's sitting up here. And he's trying again. I kicked him again. He's not getting the message. Let's see here. So anyways, some stuff we have. We have some air fryers that someone gave us, and we have some other, a deep fryer, some other stuff. So, we're going to be experimenting with that stuff there.
Nice.
All right, and idiot's back again, and he doesn't get the message. He's not coming up here.
Yo, be careful with that.
Yeah.
Use my name to me. Oh yeah, I love my Instapot, Caitlin. I tell you what, I can cook a whole frozen chicken, a whole one, in 40 minutes in my Instapot. And you can throw in the potatoes and the carrots or whatever you're putting in there. You could throw those in with it. But yeah, I can do the whole chicken frozen in 40 minutes. And it's tender. It's wonderful. It falls literally, yeah. My husband's like, it falls off the bone. Yeah, it does. So.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Okay. So, but yeah, so, yeah. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. So I got a bunch of good topics. Some of these people have. There we go. Finally had to go. I had to actually ban him. I had to make everybody enter in, and the next time he did it, then I could just ban him totally. It won't just let me ban him alone, but I know everybody's got to log in or continue in like they do on some of them. But yeah, so so there's I got some good recommendations from the side chat on topics for the different for both channels and for doing stuff. So, all righty, everyone, we're past the top of the hour here, and we're going to go ahead and he's got a bunch of them. So he's coming. He's got a bunch of different channels. He's coming in again. So we're going to wrap it up here, and we will see you guys tomorrow at the premiere.
Alrighty.
All right.
Bye, guys.
See y'all later.